Presenting our first honoree, Corporate Philanthropist, BMO Financial Group, nominated by the University of Lethbridge.
Well, I mean, I know BMO as a company that has this really strong commitment to the community, both in terms of how their employees support the community, both through their own individual activities, but also through giving. I know that they have been great supporters of the United Way here in Southern Alberta.
BMO employees are encouraged to sign up for a volunteer project coordinated by United Way. So they've done everything from cleanup projects, moving things at the YMCA, painting fences at the Therapeutic Riding Association.
We've been really fortunate to get involved with BMO through our participation with United Way. They often will send us corporate groups that are out looking for that opportunity in the community where they can give back or engage their employees in doing something good for the community.
And they've really encouraged their employees to take an afternoon a few times a year to actually volunteer for a local organization.
And so when corporate groups are willing to send over a team, it's quite valuable to us because we're able to get bigger projects done. And of course, it's a treasure to have anyone come and give up their time, but especially nice for us when corporate groups engage their employees in that way.
You know, I got to know BMO in the earliest days as a company that was both reaching out to the university and really wanting to be connected to the university, but also it was obvious really reaching out to the communities. Their recent contribution towards the Destination Project is of course so meaningful to us. The Destination Project is in part about meeting the needs of our students in the sciences, but also reaching out to the K-12 community, having them come onto campus, reaching out to the business community.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving up your time to Interfaith Food Bank, for coming down and getting dirty to sort through the food or crawl on your knees to clean out our cupboards. We know it's not what you're used to in your everyday life, but it means the world to us.
Just thank you for being a great corporate citizen, and thank you for all you do for the community and for United Way.
Thank you is thank you not just for the Destination Project, but it's thank you for all of the things that they've helped us to develop over the years. And thank you to them more broadly for the commitment they've made to Lethbridge and Southern Alberta.
Congratulations, BMO,
on receiving an Inspiring Philanthropy Award in 2017 in the corporate category.
What a great honor for you, but also what a great thing for our community to have an organization like you receive this award.
Presenting the individual philanthropist, Cor Van Ray, nominated by Lethbridge College.
Cor Van Ray has been a long time member of the YMCA, going back a couple of decades for sure. When I started with my role here at the YMCA, it was a name that people mentioned a lot, but I didn't know much about him.
And at first I thought it was this huge philanthropic company that did all these amazing things with the college and the university and the community. And as I started asking more questions, I realized it's actually a person. It's a person that leads the way for the community.
I see Cor in many places in the community. I know that he has made a sizable donation to the YMCA as well, and it's just amazing to see what he does and how he reaches out into the community. He's always joking with me, and he says, you know, should I come and bring my checkbook?
And he was always so humble and quiet about his presence. So it wasn't until I had been here a couple of months when Cor walked up, he was getting ready to go to a class. He is a regular attendee for classes, and he said, this seems like a really great place for families and kids, and how can I help you out?
What I think is really unique is that he had a very clear vision for going to agriculture programming, particularly on the business side of agriculture. And by giving to both institutions, he said, here, you folks can work together to make this happen and make sure that the students have what they need.
So he's not only affecting, giving pieces and pots of money to different people, he's also affecting the future of what that education looks like. Because how do we grow students to think in that macro vision? You go through school, you get your piece of paper, and you're so excited to start. But if we embed within the curriculum that macro perspective, then maybe we make more of him. Right? We make graduates that turn around once they win and once they lead, and they say, come with me. And we create that legacy of learning and that legacy of giving. That's what I understand about this philanthropic life he has.
It's not uncommon to go to the newspaper and find that he's supported another cause, be it the food bank, the college, the university, the YMCA.
Because I want to thank him for being part of a community. When you lead and you get out in front and you're successful and you're wonderful, but there's that odd person that turns around and says,
you come to. This is a guy that people are seeing every day as they walk in and out of the Y. He's your regular guy in a spin class or in a power walking class. But he's right at their level, and he's so humble and genuine about it.
He has a heart to share with his community. It's just nice to know him.
We would hope that he understands the impact of his gift to us and to the community.
Thank you, Cor. You've made a huge difference in Lethbridge College, but also in Lethbridge and the region and the community and what we're going to do in the future.
Congratulations, Cor Van Ray.
Congratulations to Cor Van Ray.
Receiving the 2017 Inspiring Philanthropy Award in the individual category. Thank you for all you do.
Presenting the Small Business Philanthropist, Teamwork Training Limited, nominated by the Lethbridge Senior Citizens Organization.
Ryan had a bit of an idea for a fundraiser, and he wanted to find an organization that he felt had similar ideals to his company. And part of that is an organization that has an impact bigger than it has any right to for the size of the organization. That's kind of what he saw in Meals on Wheels.
I was contacted by one of the staff that worked there, and she wanted to know if the Meals on Wheels program would be interested in receiving funds for a large community fundraiser that they do.
When Teamworks started the fundraising project with Meals on Wheels, we determined that this is what we do, this is how we do it.
Teamworks Training would go out to their clients and ask them to sponsor meals for a day at a rate of $1,000.
Ryan and his team came in and said, we said, great, we will help you and support you in any way.
And so what that means is they will pay either $500 or $1,000, $500 for a half day or $1,000 to sponsor a day in December. And so through the month, they try to have every day filled.
And so working with them, helping them, whatever we can do, we try and assist them, but they do the bulk of the fundraising. Well, I've said it many times, but thank you so much. You have no idea the impact you do. And it's amazing, even on the 23 days when we go out and say thank you to the sponsors, just the sponsors and the comments that we get from the sponsors, just bringing the worlds together and making us meet is really amazing, and it really does a heart good.
Say thank you so much for all you do for our community. I'm now involved with a different not-for-profit organization, a different charity, but even still, I transitioned from one to the other, and Teamworks somehow was involved with the second one, which is the YMCA. So I would say, if nothing else, thank you for elevating the value of not-for-profits in our community and having businesses understand their role and their importance in supporting them financially and with volunteers.
There are almost no words to express the gratitude that we feel towards the work that they do. The project that they undertake to make this happen is so far beyond what our capability as a team would be to raise that kind of money in that month. It's really phenomenal that they do that for us and that they use their own personal connections on behalf of that program.
Congratulations to Ryan and his team from Teamworks.
Congratulations, Teamwork Training Limited,
on receiving the Inspiring Philanthropy Award for 2017 in the small business category.
Presenting Group Philanthropist, Lethbridge and District Auto Dealers Association, Bridge City Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat Limited, College Ford Lincoln Limited, Davis Buick GMC Limited, Dunlop Ford, Integrity Hyundai, Lethbridge Toyota Scion, Lethbridge Volkswagen, McDonald Nissan, McFadden Honda, Milestone Mazda, Murray Chevrolet Cadillac, Northside Lethbridge Dodge, Schuylkill Motors, and Subaru of Lethbridge, nominated by Lethbridge College.
They're another group that I really see are involved in a lot of different things in the community, whether it be sort of at the grassroots level in parks and recreation areas, some children's events, etc. But you always see them involved, which I think is really great for really what is essentially a group of competitors to see them all come together.
They've been given awards for the past 20 years. And recently they were part of our campaign, and for the last at least 5 or 6 years they've been donating to what we call our technology fund we can use to upgrade our technology, and that kind of goes to where I can look at what's emerging and try and stay on top of things.
They've been involved sort of really at a leadership level in providing support to students, so over 20 years of student awards. They also give, from an equipment point of view, have a tool room. They're always making sure that we have sort of the latest and greatest in equipment to be able to use with our students. Not only from their support of students and equipment and the infrastructure, but just the programming that we have. So a lot of them will have apprentices in their operations that then come to us for school, go back to work with them.
So when they come in and can train on the newest things, they can actually go back and teach other people at their shop of what's coming out, what's happening, and they become a real asset. They become better trained than anyone they have. And so every time we can make somebody better, that's a bonus, and it becomes more profitable for the shops. Anything you go to, any sporting event or something, you see they're sponsoring a team or they're helping out with some kind of organizational thing. Some of them even have barbecues they lend out to different places. Just to be part of the community. They're very community minded and they're always trying to find new ways to be part of the community.
Lethbridge Auto Dealers as a group, you're just amazing. The support that you've provided for Lethbridge College, how you've come to work together, and we do thank you for your leadership over so many years of giving to Lethbridge College.
Thank you for your support and your dedication to making Lethbridge College and the community, and especially our students, better. And they do that every day. Congratulations, Lethbridge Auto Dealers Association,
for receiving the 2017 Inspiring Philanthropy Award in the group category.
Presenting Youth Philanthropist, University of Lethbridge World University Service of Canada Student Club, nominated by the University of Lethbridge.
WUSC stands for World University Service of Canada. It's a Canadian non-for-profit organization that provide youth in Canada and all over the world with education and employment opportunities. It has lots of programs. One of most important programs is the SRP, Student Refugee Program, that gives qualified refugee students scholarship to pursue their post-secondary education in Canadian campuses.
The WUSC Student Club came to us last year asking about the potential to help them start the WUSC Student Refugee Program here at the University of Lethbridge. The International Office was very keen on supporting the Student Club, and we worked closely with them to help them to be able to achieve what they are looking for in bringing a student here every year.
WUSC has a student refugee program which brings qualified refugee students on scholarship to Canada, where they then become permanent residents. So it really is a way of young people being able to change the lives through education of other young people. And two of my students decided to start a club on campus, and those two students within a few weeks had a group of 30 students, and then it was 100 students, and they really decided that they wanted to try to bring a refugee student as soon as possible.
One of the major things that they were looking for is fundraising opportunities here. So we worked with our center and using our international dinner as a fundraising opportunity for the WUSC Student Club. And we were very happy to work also with Scotiabank. Students
started fundraising by small things like bottle drives and bake sales. It takes a lot of brownies to raise $30,000. And institutionally, the university president, Mike Mann, supported them, and Paul Pan in the International Center became important supporters. So Paul Pan helped the students partner with Scotiabank, and in their big International Center fundraising dinner, they have an annual auction, and Scotiabank agreed to match funds from the auction, so that was a really big community outreach that really leveraged what was happening here.
Students that are working with the WUSC Student Club, the main thing is to make a difference in someone's life, and by enabling them to bring a refugee student here and sponsoring them, they're changing a student's life.
I'm obsessed with education, with my education. And because of the war in Syria, I had to drop out of school 2 times. And then I had to only go to kind of compromise my standards and go to a community college because I think I'm a nerd. I wanted to get a bachelor's degree to get after that my master's degree. And it was, I knew that it was impossible in Jordan. Universities there are so way too expensive. Basically, Syrian refugees are not allowed to work in Jordan. Life is hard there. So basically coming to Canada is just it's like I was reborn, basically. I wasn't allowed to get a driving license in Jordan. So basically being here is just like being treated as a human being, not as a third or fourth class citizen.
Congratulations, WUSC. You have been the most impressive group of young people I've ever had the privilege to work with.
I feel that my English like betray me. I can't like actually express like my feelings in English. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so grateful. Like they are like more than family to me, honestly. Like WUSC people, they are more than family to me.
Congratulations, WUSC.
Congratulations to WUSC
On receiving the 2017 Inspiring Philanthropy Award in the youth category.